Hi, everybody. It's time for our week ahead spread for Monday, August 18th through Sunday, August 24th. And as you can see, we've got our three cards up already. Card one was the Devil, card two was the World, and card three was the Ace of Swords. We've got a pretty drastic week coming up, I think. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So, first up, card one, the Devil. We start out the week asking Spirit, what do we need to think about? And the Devil showed up. Isn't that great? This tells us we must be aware of attachments or addictions, either for ourselves or with others. If we look around us, especially in the political arena, we are seeing a lot of destructive behavior happening, especially coming from the White House and its current occupant. Um, yeah, he really does seem to just embody the devil lately, doesn't he? Though. All right, so then we move on to card number two in the second question, and that is, what do we need to do this week? So while looking at the next card, what should we do? We drew the World. I feel like this is pointing out that after the last few disastrous days with the current White House occupant, the entire world is watching. Especially today when he met with President Zelensky. And I have not watched that yet. I'm waiting until they kind of get through running all their hoopla on the YouTube, and then I'll sit down and watch it, and I'll say something about it at that point. The Alaska debacle, which is exactly what that was an absolute failure. According to the journalists and the pundits that I watched and that I read articles on, I think that our call to action is to call out this disastrous Alaska summit. We don't need to embellish what happened, just share the facts as we know them. That is our strength, guys. They're the ones that are really good about blowing things up or twisting it around to fit their narrative. We have the truth. Stick with it. Okay? And then last up, we have the Ace of Wands. So, the last question for the spread is, what is our challenge for the week? We got the Ace of Swords. Now, if you look closely, I don't know if you see my cursor moving over it or not. When you look at the Ace of Swords, that is a double-edged sword. That's not a single-edged sword. And a double-edged sword is twice as deadly because it slices and cuts, not only going in, but also coming out. And so a lot of your knights in shining armor, should we say, that, with a lot of the knights that fought back in the day, and of course it was sword play, having a double-edged sword was twice as deadly for their opponent. I always see this card and this sword as the sword of truth. It's always how it seems to have come out for me. So I think that's our challenge, as I was just saying, is stick to the facts, spread the truth. Let them make crap up and twist things around, and then they have to stumble over their lies to try to remember what was the last lie they told. If you stick to the truth, you don't have to worry about that. You stick with the facts, you stick with the truth, it'll take you a lot further. It's time for us to stand up for the truth, the factual truth. So know your facts, pay a little attention, do a little bit of research. That way, when somebody hits you with the BS, you can simply say, and not in a nasty tone, but nicely, you can simply say, well, actually, the factual truth is fill in the blank. And you could just simply put it like that and say, if you don't believe me, that's cool. Just go look it up. It's go online, Google it, whatever. Go read the transcripts of what happened that day, and it's very obvious. Okay, so our challenge is to have mental clarity, a sharp mind, and be prepared for whatever they're going to throw at us next. And they're going to be throwing a lot of crap our way. They already are. Of course, they're trying this BS of redoing the district lines in Texas. You have Governor Newsom of California, Governor Pritzker of, I'm sorry, I forget which state he's in, several other of the Democratic governors who are all saying, oh, Texas wants to cheat by redrawing district lines in the middle of an election. Well, then we'll do the same thing in our state, and we'll meet you 2 districts for Democrats for every 1 district of Republican Texas tries to throw up. Watch Fox News for 15 minutes and you can hear them clutching their pearls and going absolutely berserk over the Democrats are wanting to cheat, forgetting the fact that Texas started this because Texas wanted to cheat. And why did Texas start this? Because the current occupant in the White House picked up his little telephone and he called Governor Hot Wheels and said, hey, I need you to create 5 more districts for me so that we can keep control of the House. And of course, Governor Hot Wheels was like, oh, yes, Master, your wish is my command. Let me see what I can do. The minute that happened, that's when Governor Newsom and Governor Pritzker and a bunch of the other Democratic governors all stepped up and said, oh, you're going to cheat? Okay, fine. We're going to do the same thing. But we're not going to cheat and lie about it. We're going to take it to the people and say, the current occupant of the White House has asked a state to cheat so that I can get more districts. So we're asking permission from you, the people in our state, to let us redraw and add the same amount of districts to our state for this one election only. And then we'll go back to what it used to be. Okay. I mean, that's what you call calling out the BS. All right. So it's going to be a pretty exciting week, I think. I mean, we've got some really, normally the week ahead spread, I try to kind of steer clear of the political bent on things. But these cards were just so damn obvious. I was like, okay, I guess I don't have a whole lot of choice in the direction Spirit wants me to go in. Obviously, Spirit wanted me to express an opinion about this and get the truth out to everyone. So just be prepared. You don't have to mire yourself in the news 24/7. God knows I quit doing it. I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was literally giving me ulcers. Now I watch just enough to get a general idea of what's happening, who said what to whom, and then I back away from it. I go back to watching my music videos or my comedy videos or watch other readers. I keep trying to catch up, and I'm so behind. But regardless, I try to watch things that are a little bit more lightheaded, that make me feel better, whether if it's a movie, a funny TV show, usually a rerun from days gone past, because I don't really know of any current TV shows that I actually like. So, it's just a matter of allowing yourself to be aware of the facts, while at the same time protecting yourself from getting beaten down with the facts. So just know what you need to know. Know what the actual facts are, who said what, who did what, when they did it, why is it happening, and then just sit back and take great pleasure in watching what the universe does to those who cheat. just say it. They bring out the Ace of Swords and say, we got some news for you. So, y'all have yourself a wonderful week. Get ready to do my affirmation for today. I meant to get it last night and I forgot. My apologies. But I'm going to try to knock out a few of them. We're starting with a new deck today, so it'll be a little interesting because they're a little different. And y'all have a great week, and we will talk soon, okay? So take it easy. Let me get rid of the damn pop-up so I can get out of this. And for now.